Welcome back to another enthralling episode of the Arcane Archives.
Yeah.
We're diving into, it's one of the most peculiar phenomenons in our solar system today. A gigantic hexagonal storm swirling at Saturn's North Pole.
Yes, this hexagon. Decades ago, it was first glimpsed by, a passing spacecraft. And, it really challenges our understanding of, atmospheric dynamics. You just don't see anything like this. I mean, this perfect geometric form, And, usually we think of storms as being turbulent and chaotic, right?
Yeah, and it's massive. It would, swallow our planet several times over. But the shape, it's just so precise, right? Just etched into the clouds at Saturn's North Pole. And it's been there for decades, just spinning and spinning.
The persistence is baffling. Scientists, they attribute it to a jet stream that creates, this stable geometric pattern. But the question is, how can a storm, a force of chaos, maintain such a precise form for so long? It just doesn't make sense.
Like something is imposing order on it, a rhythm we can't even hear.
Yeah, it's strange. And it gets weirder when you consider that there are, depictions of this hexagon in ancient cultures all over the world, from, way before we could even observe it, etched in texts, carved into temples. They're even whispered in myths and legends.
How could they know about it?
Oh.
A storm billions of miles away. Did they have, lost knowledge? Or technologies we don't even know about?
Some say, lost civilizations, right? Maybe they had advanced knowledge, ways of seeing the universe that we just don't understand. Others say maybe it was intuition or spiritual insights, even connection to higher intelligences, things we can't even perceive.
And this brings us to another symbol that echoes this hexagon, the black cube. It's it shows up in a lot of cultures and spiritual traditions, and it has so many layers of meaning, right? Sometimes it represents the structure of the universe itself. Sometimes it's a focal point for, pilgrimage, a representation of the divine here on Earth.
And in some traditions, it's associated with Saturn itself. It's like a symbol of limits of time of the material world.
So how are they connected, the hexagon and the black cube? Besides just visually.
Well, if you think about it geometrically, a cube, when you look at it from above, it makes a hexagon. It projects that shape, so there's a visual link. But it also suggests that, there might be a deeper symbolic connection between that storm on Saturn and this symbol that, it keeps reappearing throughout history.
And Saturn itself, it's steeped in symbolism.
Yeah.
In ancient mythology, it's the god of time, right? Holding that scythe. It reminds us that, life and death are cyclical, but it's also associated with, agriculture, representing abundance and harvest.
But in astrology, Saturn takes on a different role. It's the lord of karma. It represents discipline, structure, limitations. It's the planet of challenges, trials, that cosmic teacher that's always pushing us to confront our limitations and learn from, our mistakes.
It makes you face your shadows, right? The parts you'd rather keep hidden.
Yeah.
But through hardship and suffering, Saturn pushes you to develop resilience, patience, wisdom.
Overcoming challenges. That's how we grow. It's not about punishment. It's about teaching. Saturn, it strips away illusions, right? Forces you to confront reality and then, build a stronger foundation. Through those trials, that's where you discover your true strength and learn to master the very limitations that held you back.
And there's a connection here that I find really interesting between Saturn and Lucifer, the light bringer. Now, Lucifer has, obviously negative connotations, but he's also seen as a liberator, a bringer of knowledge, enlightenment. He challenges the established order, right? Makes you question and seek truth beyond, just dogma.
And I think that actually highlights the dual nature of Saturn. It imposes limitations, yes, but it also offers the potential for liberation through overcoming them. It's about facing your fears, pushing through the darkness, and then, how you discover the light within. It's the classic hero's journey, the descent into the underworld, and then, you emerge transformed.
That duality, limitation, liberation, that's key to understanding, I think, Saturn's role in our lives. It's not about avoiding challenges, it's about confronting them, learning, and, coming out stronger on the other side.
And to understand Saturn even further, we need to look at Gnosticism. It's an ancient spiritual tradition, and it has a unique perspective on this planet.
Gnosticism. Okay, tell me more about that. What's their view of Saturn?
So the Gnostics, they were seekers of knowledge. They delved into the mysteries of existence, the nature of reality, and, their cosmology, it's complex, often seen as esoteric, but their view of Saturn, it's really interesting. They associate Saturn with the demiurge.
The demiurge. I'm not familiar with that. What is that exactly?
Gnostic cosmology, it's a lesser deity, not the ultimate god, but a being that's, responsible for creating and ruling the material world. But this demiurge, it's flawed. It doesn't know the true divine source. And the world it creates, well, it reflects that imperfection.
So they're saying the world we live in, with all the suffering, the limitations, it's all the product of a flawed creator.
Precisely. The demiurge, you see, it's arrogant. It believes it's the ultimate god, and it traps souls in this imperfect material realm, keeping them from true knowledge, spiritual liberation. And that aligns perfectly with Saturn's symbolism, right? The restrictions, the challenges we face in this material existence.
It definitely makes you think. It challenges you to question the very nature of reality. Is the world we see, is it even the ultimate truth? Or is it just a distorted reflection of something higher, more perfect?
The Gnostics believed that, well, by seeking gnosis, true knowledge of the divine, you could break free from the demiurge's control, transcend those limitations of the material world. It's a path of, well, self-discovery. You seek inner truth and connect with the divine spark within us all.
So this Gnostic view, it adds another layer to Saturn's symbolism. It's not just about external limitations, but the internal ones, right? The ones we place on ourselves. Recognizing the illusory nature of the material world, seeking a higher truth beyond it.
It's fascinating how all these different threads, the astronomical phenomenon, the ancient myths, the esoteric interpretations, they all weave together. It's like a tapestry of interconnected meanings.
And that tapestry leads us to, a deeper understanding of ourselves, our place in the cosmos, that hexagon, that storm billions of miles away. It's like a mirror, reflecting our own struggles with limitations and our yearning for liberation.
A reminder that, the universe speaks to us in symbols, in patterns, in mysteries, beckoning us to explore deeper, question our assumptions, and seek out the hidden truths beneath the surface.
So the hexagon of Saturn, it's not just a storm, is it? It's a portal to a deeper understanding of ourselves and, the cosmos, that interplay between science and spirituality, the material and the divine.
And as we unravel its secrets, who knows what else we might uncover? What other connections are there between the celestial realms and, ourselves, our own being?
Questions that I think are going to keep us, intrigued, inspired.
Yeah.
As we keep digging into the hexagon, the black cube, and of course, Saturn itself.
And the hexagon itself, it takes on even deeper meaning here. It's not just a shape, right? It's got a profound significance in sacred geometry. That study of those, fundamental patterns and shapes in the universe.
Yeah, it's like nature has a preference for this six-sided symmetry. You see it everywhere, right? Honeycomb, snowflakes, even in quartz crystals.
Exactly. And that's what I think is so amazing. The hexagon on Saturn, it bridges the celestial and the terrestrial, the vastness of space, but also those intricate workings of our world, right? It's a reminder that the same forces that shape the planets also shape, a flower, a crystal, even our own DNA.
It's a lot to think about. The storm, a cosmic echo of this, universal pattern, right? And we're part of it, part of something much, much bigger than we realize.
Like the flower of life, that ancient symbol. You see it in cultures all over the world, those interconnected circles forming a pattern of perfect hexagons, like a blueprint, of creation itself, a visual representation of how everything is connected.
So the hexagon on Saturn is like a celestial echo of that, right? Reminding us that we're all woven into the fabric of the cosmos.
Precisely. And we can't forget about numbers here, specifically 3, 6, and 9. Nikola Tesla, he was obsessed with these numbers. He thought they were fundamental to understanding the universe, keys to unlocking the secrets of, energy, frequency, vibration.
And he saw those numbers repeating everywhere.
Right.
In geometric shapes, in nature, suggesting a hidden order. Beneath the chaos, there's a pattern.
Yeah, exactly. 3, representing the Trinity, that foundation of so many geometric patterns. 6, embodied in the hexagon itself, balance, harmony. And 9, the symbol of completion, the result of 3 sixes.
It's like these numbers. The hexagon is a cosmic language, a code. And the universe is, it's whispering its secrets to us if we know how to listen.
And maybe Saturn, with this hexagon, it's transmitting a message, urging us to pay attention to these patterns, decipher their meaning, unlock that hidden wisdom. What is it trying to tell us?
That is the question, isn't it? Maybe a reminder that everything is connected. The same forces that shape the stars shape us. That the patterns in nature, they're also the patterns within us.
Or maybe it's a call to, to go deeper, explore those mysteries, blur those lines between, science and spirituality, embrace the seen and the unseen.
maybe it's just telling us to look up, you know, to wonder at the vastness of it all, appreciate our place in this grand tapestry.
Exactly. That hexagon with its precision, its enduring presence, the ties to ancient symbolism, the esoteric teachings, it all pushes us to expand our understanding of the universe.
Yeah.
And ourselves. It makes you question everything, explore those boundaries, you know. Where does science end and spirituality begin? Embrace the mystery, the wonder.
A journey of discovery, unraveling the hidden truths. I mean, they're in the patterns of nature, in the movements of the planets, and the depths of ourselves.
The hexagon of Saturn, you see, it reflects that grand design, a reminder that we're all interconnected, part of this cosmic dance, a dance that's been going on since, well, the beginning of time.
And as we explore it, maybe we'll unlock our own hidden potential, transcend limitations, find our place in that cosmic symphony. But the hexagon, it's just one piece. There are countless other mysteries out there, waiting to be, explored, waiting to reveal their secrets.
So our journey, it continues. Keep looking, keep questioning. That pursuit of the unknown, that's where we begin to really understand the beauty, the complexity of the universe, and, our place in it.
This storm, this hexagon.
Yeah.
It's incredible to think about, how it reminds us that, everything is connected, like a tapestry, but woven from, science and mythology and ancient wisdom.
It pushes us to look beyond what we see, what's right in front of us, and search for that deeper meaning, in the patterns and symbols that are everywhere in the universe.
It's an invitation, I think, to bridge that gap between, what we can see and what we can't. To explore those realms where, science and spirituality, they come together. To see that, we're in harmony with the cosmos, that, the microcosm and the macrocosm, they're connected.
We're standing at the edge of what we know, right? Gazing at this hexagon etched into Saturn, and it's a confrontation with the vastness of it all, the infinite possibilities.
Humbling and awe-inspiring, right? It makes you, thirsty for knowledge. You want to explore not just space, but, our own consciousness.
Within that hexagon, its presence, it's perfection. Maybe there's a key, a clue to unlock deeper truths about us, about reality itself.
Maybe by studying the sky, the movements of the planets, learning that cosmic language, we can understand ourselves, our own existence.
As we wrap up this deep dive, let's hold on to that curiosity, that thirst for knowledge, that willingness to embrace what we don't know.
To keep exploring, keep questioning, to seek out those hidden connections, right? The ones that bind us to the cosmos, to each other.
And maybe, just maybe, someday we'll unravel those secrets of the hexagon, grasp those profound truths it holds. That's all for today. Keep exploring and catch you in the next episode.